We will bring on our headliner for this evening. Give me a woo! Woo! On your own, Sammy. Woo! Fantastic. Will you please welcome the wonderful Gareth James?
Evening all. Alright. Headliner. That's amazing. It's the second time on stage. It's not bad. I thought I'd dress up tonight, but I thought it doesn't matter what I wear. When my father watches the video, he's still going to fucking criticise me. I find as I get older, I start asking more and more questions, things, you know, why this, why that, and none of them important, none of them like the meaning of life or anything serious. All of them just stupid, trivial, crappy things like, why is it, right, when you're driving home after a long journey, yeah, for the past half hour you've been keeping that shit in, determined not to stop because you want to get home, why does your brain tell your arsehole 200 yards from the house that it's okay, it can relax now? It's true, isn't it? You're 200 yards from the house and your brain goes, it's alright, we're nearly there. You can relax. No, this isn't a time for relaxing. This is the sprint finish. This is the last length. All you have to do is wait until we get to the stop. We park the car, we get out, we've got to cross the road. We're going to get in the back door. I'm bound to drop the keys. I've got to get up the stairs. This is when it becomes biblical. Halfway up the stairs, I start saying, please, Jesus, God, let me make it. You know, you're touching cloth at this point. And you can guarantee, here's another question. Why is it, if you're with the wife, she says, do you mind if I just have a quick piss first? What's that all about? I'm sweating physically here. The shit is on its way out. Please, you know, I've turned to religion. But I love her, so yes. I'll just sit on the edge of the bath and watch her piss. Bit unusual, there we go. But anyway, finally, this is another question then. Why is it when you do get to go, you lose the ability to use a belt? I don't know what I'm like, fuck. And then, even worse, when you do finally get to sit down, it was only a fart. Fucking hate it when that happens. Anybody here ever lost their car in a multi-storey car park?
Yeah.
This is brilliant. This is when you see, if you haven't lost your car in a multi-storey car park, and you see a man running around irrationally with no sense of order or behaviour control, he's lost his car, okay? And this is how it goes. I'm going to have to use this stand here. Oh, no, I won't. Fuck it. And this is how it goes, right? So, third floor. Fucking sure it was the third one. Must have been the fourth. At this point now, still using the stairs or the lift. Yeah, still using the stairs and the lift, yeah. Fourth floor. No, it wasn't the second. I'm sure it wasn't the second. Look, it must have been the second. Bit more pace now. Right, still using the lift, still using the stairs, second floor. This is the point where rational behaviour disappears, okay? First, we have the double check. Just in case you missed 3/4 of a ton of steel and plastic, okay? And you were just a little bit mistaken, you do the double check. Fuck's my car gone? And it's at this point now where absolutely everything goes wrong, and this is when we come out with that immortal line. Some fuckers nicked my car. Of all the multi-storey that they could have stolen the car from, yeah, they took yours. In my case, my shitty Skoda, okay? They took my car. Now, this is where health and safety behaviour goes out the window. It's up the ramps. Walking up the ramps now. I don't give a fuck if a car comes. I don't care. I'm going to find my car. Where's my car? Now, hang on a minute. If my car's been stolen, why don't I phone the police? Well, the answer is quite simple. At the back here, somewhere in my head, my brain is saying, you're a fucking idiot. You've lost your car. But the front of my head's going, no, I refuse to accept that. And I go around until eventually, of course, I see my car, and I go, oh yeah, it was last week I parked over there. Talking about cars, here's one. Here's another visual one. Do you know, you're driving on the road and you see somebody crossing the road and you wave them on? Like that, yeah? You wave them on and they kind of get to the middle and they give you that little wave. Why do they only jog halfway? Like that. They never run all the way across the road. They jog until they're in front of you and then they keep going. I never understood that. Never mind. But, right. Just for a little thing, on the next bit, just doing the list in my head. I haven't got paper or writing on my hands. Right. People who push in queues, alright? This is another thing, makes me think why, right? There are two types of pusher-inner, and there are two types of being pushed in front of in life, okay? The first type of pusher-inner we'll cover first is the accidental. Oh, sorry, is that a queue? I didn't realise. Yeah? The first type of being pushed in front of is this. Somebody pushes in. As if. Fucking some people, they never say anything. All they do is just go. Now, the pusher-inner, who's the intentional pusher-inner, who knows they're pushing in, relies on these people. Then the second type of pushy in front of is me. Excuse me. Think you find there's a queue? Now, intentional pusher-inners behave like this. You'll always know them because they go, oh, well, I didn't see. There's no need to be so rude about it. I'm sorry, what part of excuse me I think you'll find there's a queue was rude, yeah? But they do. They get all defensive and they get all up on their high horse about, oh, well. Now, it's at this point that you should be legally allowed to turn around and say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't realise you were a fucking retard who didn't know that when 7 people stood one in front of the other with their goods in their hands that they were fucking queuing. How is this not hard to work out? Now, I know some of you might be offended by the word retard, and I apologise, but I think words should be reallocated. They shouldn't be got rid of, yeah? Like the word faggot, yeah? Well, the word faggot used to mean bundle of sticks. Then eventually ends of cloth, yeah? And now, they're basically, it's an offensive word for homosexuals. But the thing is, if you go to America and say, oh, can I have a fag? They point you to the nearest park. If you go to Wales, they give you a meal with peas and gravy. It's very nice, yeah? So, I'm going to have a little drink, hang on. Oh, dear. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is horses, okay? You've heard a little bit of my horse material before. But why? Why is it when somebody has a horse, right, they talk posh, yeah? Because you see them and you go, oh, Sharon, you right? Yeah, I'm all right, yeah. Do you have a nice weekend? Oh, yes, we went out to the pony. And they always call it a fucking pony, yeah? And they always talk posh, yeah? But the other thing is, why do people on horses always look in our window? Because the truth of the matter is, they sat on an animal going down the street really slow, and they are bored out of their minds. Because sitting on a horse while it walks can't be the most exhilarating thing in the world. But they always look in the window, the cheeky bastards. So, what I'm tempted to do, there's 3 ideas. The wife's not very happy, but the first one is, naked, back to window. The next one, wishful fucking thinking, let me tell you. The next one is naked, front to window. And the last one is one of those stunt knives from the stage, yeah? And the missus And when I see them coming in the mirror, I'm going to put up, yeah? I'm going to fucking stab her like this continuously. And then I'm going to point and say, "You're next, you fucker!" And that's the one I want to do, seriously. But I always say, no matter what, when I'm driving along and I see horses, I always slow down. Always slow down, safety first, beat my horn about 5 times, make sure I'm there. And, So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell a joke, because I like jokes. I know people don't like jokes, but I like jokes. I'm going to tell, have I got time for 2 quick ones? Yeah? 2 quick jokes, right? First joke is 3 women go out on the piss, and the night after, they're talking about how shit-faced they got, yeah? And you know what's coming. And they're basically talking. The first one says, "Oh, I got so pissed last night. I got home, I stumbled, fell, banged my head on the door, got in eventually, fell up the stairs, stripped naked, had a massive argument with my husband, slept in a bath." Second one says, "That's nothing." She said, "I got so pissed last night." She said, "I got home, fell, grazed my knee on the step, got in the door, fell up the stairs, got into bed, got into the bedroom, massive argument with my husband, woke up on the garden." Oh, it was terrible. And the third one says, "That's nothing. I got so drunk last night, I got home, I blew Chunks." And they said, "Well, that's nothing. Everybody's been sick." She said, "No, Chunks is my dog." The last one, to wrap it up, is girl goes to the doctor's a bit of a pervert.
No.
Hang on, that's not the kind of fucking reaction I was wanting.
I've heard it so many times.
He said no heckling. And my wife heckling me about that. So girl goes to the doctor's a bit of a pervert, and he says, "This is one for you." He says, "Take her clothes off and lie on the couch." So she strips naked and she lies on the couch. And he goes over and he starts playing with her tits. And he says, "Do you know what I'm doing?" And she said, "Yeah, you're checking my breast for brunch. Checking my breast for lumps or something that could be considered serious in the future." "Yeah, that's right, yeah." So he starts stroking the inside of her thigh and he says, "Do you know what I'm doing now?" She says, "Yeah, you're checking my skin for abrasions or any dermatological problems that could be a problem in the future." "Yeah, that's right, yeah." Anyway, cut a long story short, he gets his cock out, he starts fucking her. He says, "Do you know what I'm doing now?" She said, "Yeah, contracting genital herpes, which is why I came here in the first place." Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Gareth James. Thank you very much. Bye.
Gareth James, everybody! Thank you very much. Nice to see your wife heckles you.